Hello. My name is Zandra Bradley, and I was the first girl electrical apprentice at Chatham Dockyard. I'll give you a bit of the rundown of the reason why I joined the dockyard. For 4 years, I had attended a convent secretarial school, which involved shorthand and typing. And by the end of 4 years, I realised that I couldn't possibly be a shorthand typist. And so I said to my parents, what do you think? What can I do? And they both suggested applying to the dockyard because Chatham Dockyard was the biggest employer and their apprenticeships were renowned for the best in the area. So I wrote them a letter, but initially it came back to say, no, we don't take female apprentices, which was, well, as you can imagine, quite upsetting. But then within a few weeks, I had another phone call from them saying that the rules had changed and they were allowing me to join as an apprentice, which was the first step. So I got over that. But the second hurdle was I had to take an exam, to get like an entrance exam. So I said, could you send me a copy of the kind of questions that they would ask? Well, of course, my maths in the secretarial school wasn't the type of maths that they expected, say, an electrical or any kind of apprentice to do. It was all about logarithms and using a slide rule. So I had to quickly go to night school to gem up on how to use a slide rule and logarithms and everything like that. Well, the exam was all right and I passed, and you had to pass quite high up to be an electrical fitter. So luckily I did. And that started the 4 years apprenticeship. Well, because I'd gone to a convent school, which was an all-girls convent school, as you can imagine, working in or being introduced into a room with hundreds of boys, it was so nerve-wracking to start with, and everybody was looking at me, and I had to wear the big boiler suit. I even had to buy a pair of jeans because I'd never even worn jeans. So, but they were very nice. They were very, very courteous to me, and the instructor always made me stand right next to his office so he could keep an eye on me at all times so that he knew that I wouldn't be in any danger. So it was very good. And the first 3 months we were doing working on metal, like shaping metals and using basic hand tools so that we could, when we were a fitter, we would be able to make our own perhaps items that we might need during the job. So it gave me a real good knowledge of basic hand skills with using metals. Well, I just think it's very important because in history, women have always taken a back seat to men in science or engineering, and they're very capable. Women are very, very capable. And it might take them a bit of a struggle because, like me, I didn't have the right knowledge of maths or even electronics. I didn't know anything about it. So it was a hard struggle for me at night school to be able to learn right from scratch how to even compete in a man's world, really, with all the different knowledge that we didn't have at school. But I've got 2 daughters of my own, and my husband and I have always told them that they could achieve anything they wanted if they put their mind to it. And women in general have got the knowledge, have got the ability to achieve whatever they want. And just have a bit of faith in yourself. I'm sure that, there'll be many more scientists, and even, you read in the paper now, and even with this COVID, that women have gone into science and they're proving that they're the ones who have found all the answers. So come on, girls. Yes. Well, the dockyard have got had a newspaper called the Periscope. So for a bit of news, they would always ask me to perhaps do stunts or take pictures just to advertise for more girls. And one of them was for me to stand on a frigate called the Cavalier, and with a massive big wrench. I mean, an electrical fitter would never use one of those, but it was just a gimmick. And so I stood up there and a photograph was taken, and my mum would have this photograph in pride of place in our living room for years. Oh dear. It was a bit of fun, really.
There was another